The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. Punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here in the opening drive of your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's exactly what defense is talking about. You got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
trap 60. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That swung out wide to Sanders. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's out right at the 25. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
Long night.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Right, and I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
79 Broncos. Come back in. Come back in. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready, ready. Panther 11, Panther 11. 18 Robert, 18 Robert. 19 White. Ridge.
But first down, Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
Deputy Ranger. Seven Pirates. Ready, go. 18, Pioneer. Dragon 60.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show what he's made of.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He hits his target, Lockett. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Back to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And oh, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
They had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. This Philly offense set to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Here we go.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Warriors 70.
Here's Hurts to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Ready up. Grab 50, grab 50.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
60 Maverick. 19 tight. 19 tight. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Throwing is Hurts. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll set up to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And I don't think he got there. Too short, maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Just for baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
They'll go with the keeper. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
18 Rebels, 19 Lions. 3, 7 Rangers, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Back to throw here. Rolling to his right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
18 Cardinals.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He'll buy some time right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Dragon 60. Warriors 70.
He'll look to throw.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
Trap 60, trap 60. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19. 79 Broncos.
They're going to look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call. They're opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
19 tight, 19 tight. Check match, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
They'll look to throw here. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. He'll drop to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown from 8 yards out. And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. They'll look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. Thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Buying time to his left.
That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw again. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, 37 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they missed.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
And they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Warriors 70. Trap 50. Trap 50.
Burt sets up to throw it. And this is caught. It's Brown. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Buffalo 18.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and inches, Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw.
That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Eagles are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
The extra point up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And Hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs it in right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Pulled in at the 24. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start with no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. Buddy Johnson there on the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.